Keeping up the pattern. Also, the sound is a lot louder on this. So
Probably because we're not in a big old room.
yeah, we're in a crap.
We're in
my
a
feet in the right spot. We're in a tiny little bitty room, broadcasting straight to you. The party-sized podcast, Partycast.
Partycast.
The first time
Nintendo Wii.
for Nintendo Wii U and 3DS. Cat. I forgot we can't close the door and have true studio audio. It's my cat.
Cat's here.
Likes to leave things.
Leave.
Leave.
That was a very shameful walk.
Get out of here, cat.
The cat was like, huh?
He'll be meowing in a second if I close it.
Dude, nice. That's awesome. You do your switches in the corner right there?
Yep. We're in this tiny itty-bitty room, probably with some mic overlap. This is good.
This is good. Probably have to hear the audio.
And surprisingly, the mics aren't clipping, so that's good. But there is that horrible sound that just happened.
Probably because your mic fell over.
No. So, anyway, Hobby. This is our third try at recording this.
Yeah, there was 2 other attempts. We had to move into the...
The first one was pretty good. Went about 20 minutes. Second one lasted about 5 seconds before Audacity stopped responding.
Oh, yeah. No, you didn't even get through, like, the intro before, you know.
Yeah. But this is going well because we're on an actually good computer instead of a laptop.
That's true. So now...
But this does mean we have to be in a tiny little room.
I know. This is what music producers feel like, don't they?
Yeah.
Just be like...
Having to be in a tiny little room all the time.
You know,
so,
listening to someone.
Anyway, Hobby, what's going on with you?
Finished Kingdom Hearts 3. There we go. So I'm going to bring this up
good,
again.
Good, yeah.
Great review. I'm going to keep this short, simple, and clean. Those who...
dude.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That was good.
That's right. Would recommend. The writing kind of is not very good with this one. It's probably worse than out of the 3. But
it's good to hear. Good to hear.
The story though is good. The story's great. You know, you have to sit there for like over 40 hours. Well, I finished the game about 30 hours, so very under level. Probably should not do that. But you know, it'd be like that.
How else do you think compares to the other Kingdom Hearts games? Because I know you've played them all.
Oh no, I haven't played them all.
Well, all 3.
I haven't played I barely played the first one, and this one flows more than 1 for sure, because 1 is very static in its combat movement. Probably 2 is a little more flowy, but not as flowy as 3. You know, because you got the weird flow motion. You know, flow motion in there. I don't know. I still 2 is still my favorite overall, but you know, 3 is probably the second favorite on there. What about you, Hayden? What did you do?
Well, I've mainly been drawing lately.
Did you finish our beautiful drawing yet?
No, I don't know what the art looks like that is currently on the screen right now. It's great though. It's amazing art. I'm sure because I did it and I'm perfect at everything.
Why don't we just use the one that I made, huh?
Do you want to put that one up for the first episode?
I do. Yeah.
I don't know where it is.
It should be in Dino Freaks.
Oh yeah, you did send in the Dino Freaks. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the art on the screen is not my work.
It's mine.
The thumbnail was mine because I'll have the thumbnail be
yeah.
when they'll actually do, and then the art that's just on the screen for the duration will be hobbies.
I really want to know how to make like a GIF. You know, not like reminiscent of something. You know, just some weird thing.
Just like a little banana man dancing back and forth.
Yeah. Like something moving. Maybe some smoke from a table. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a cigarette tray. A few recent guys who quit smoking. So congratulations to those guys.
Yeah, they quit smoking. Woo.
Yeah. we should start smoking.
Yeah, we should start smoking so we can actually put an ashtray there.
Yeah, and then we can quit.
And then we can be super omega. Am I right?
Yeah, dude.
Very original.
Yeah, Party Size is notorious for its originality.
Exactly. Not copying anything, in fact.
No, don't check the about section.
Yeah, don't check. Yeah, no, definitely don't do that. Or the related channels. That's also not a good idea.
I'm glad we're on there with them. That's good. That we're
Yeah.
that's the related
Yeah,
channels.
that's the kind of content we make. If Gordon, releases that, not to mean to call out, but
Yeah, you need to release some things, Gordon. I gotta say, you went 2 weeks without releasing any episodes.
I know. And then like our friend was like, "Hey," so walked out to me the other day. And he was like, "Hey, where's Party Size?" I'm like, I don't know. I just recorded a video just the other day." And he's like, "Well, you guys haven't released in 2 Fridays." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
News to me.
Because Javi doesn't stay up to date with Party Size.
Oh, I mean,
he doesn't care.
I do care. It's just not in my feed.
It's the episodes with you in them.
I know there's not very many.
Yeah, but at least there are now.
Yeah, there are now.
Well, Let's Go Pikachu might not be recoverable. Depends. 'Cause Gordon's having his issues.
That's
with
right.
Pro.
That's right. I forgot. That's why. That's kind of the
Let's
main
Go
reason.
Pikachu might be done. It might be cut off before any of the really fun stuff happened.
So
I'm pretty sure something happened.
I
eventually.
don't quite remember.
I don't remember either.
I
I feel like things happened eventually though.
think, but I haven't finished with Let's Go Eevee because I don't think it's not fun. First generation is not fun.
I haven't finished either, but I did have a lot of fun with how much I did play. And it's a lot better in handheld though.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, if we're gonna keep playing it, I feel like we gotta just do something else.
Mhm.
Because it's not fun like missing the throw.
Yeah, it really doesn't feel good. And which is weird because the Nintendo Switch has pretty good motion controls most of the time.
Well, yeah, but I think just the way that it's, I don't know, it shouldn't be like, I'm gonna throw my Joy-Con.
It's really not very good.
No, it's not very fun either.
Like maybe if you could do an underarm throw?
Maybe, or you could just switch to button controls. I feel like that would have been a lot.
If you could, that would be really nice.
Because I'd rather use a Pro controller for that game than...
That would be nice, but Pro Controller cannot be used with the game.
No, that's same with Super Mario Party.
Yeah.
Like,
I enjoy Super Mario Party though.
it's fun.
The maps are kind of small, but
There's only 4. They don't sound like they're making any more either. So
I wish they would just done like a Mario Party All-Stars sort of deal where it's like everybody's favorites and not Super Mario Top 100. Something good. Not garbage. Yeah, let's choose everybody's least favorite games. We'll put them all in a compilation.
Yeah, exactly. It makes money because that's Super Mario Party in it. Or Mario Party.
That game did not do well though.
No, it didn't.
Didn't do
Nobody
well.
liked it.
It's because nobody cares. Nobody really cared that much.
It's Mario Party. It's like, it's fun with friends. You don't play it like by yourself.
Yeah.
That's not the point of Mario Party.
No.
Mario Party, not Mario. I'm gonna cry in my basement with some alcohol.
Yeah, that's what the game really is. It's crying in a basement with a bunch of empty bottles of alcohol. Yeah, that game. It's really big disappointment too, because I was interested in that one. It seemed like it was.
For the 3DS.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really play anything on my 3DS anymore. I've gone with Nintendo and gone full Switch.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they need to, I think they finally stopped supporting 3DS.
Yeah, I think they're done. There were rumors last year that there were going to be a new 3DS inheritor.
I mean, it's probably like I heard rumors in the works that there's gonna be like a smaller Switch, or like a Switch Go, where you can't really detach the Joy-Cons. I don't think, because it's supposed to be smaller and more affordable.
Yeah, the one thing when I was holding those Joy-Cons is I wish they could be smaller. That was the one thing I was wondering.
Exactly. So since the screen's gonna be a little bit smaller, since the system itself is gonna be smaller, it's probably not even worth getting. It's just get a regular Switch.
That concept seems like it's not. I feel like the Switch right now is a very solid size. Just the buttons are a bit small, so you get Pro Controller.
Yeah, exactly. Which is probably why the Pro Controller sold well.
Yeah, because it's amazing. It's an incredible controller,
Exactly.
especially in comparison to other controllers Nintendo has had in the past.
What was it? The Pro Controller for the classic controller for the Wii.
Oh, the classic controller for the Wii. Boy, was that awesome!
The Wii was not very good.
The Wii had some very, very good games, like Super Mario Galaxy, and then it had some very, very bad games, like what is it
There's a
called?
bunch of
Chicken Shoot.
there's a bunch of third-party titles for the Wii that kind of just like corrupted its market.
Yeah, it just got covered in shovelware consistently.
Exactly, because it was like the trash console that like every family had. So it was like, hey, developers of crappy games, we're just gonna put a bunch of crappy games on your console.
It seems weird that they would like crappy games would be developed for the Wii, because it seems like the Wii would be harder to program for with motion controls.
No, but you would be surprised. There's a lot of crappy games on the Wii.
I guess it's pretty easy.
It is. You got all the fishing games. You got all the hunting games. You got some cooking games.
So many unoriginal, horrible games on the Wii.
You got the small select few of Nintendo games. There wasn't that many.
No, there was not a solid selection.
But
Wii U's was even smaller.
Yeah, and there was still more crap games.
What about Zombies U? Zombies U was awesome.
Guess how well that did. It got ported to the PC 2 years ago, or last year.
They just got rid of the U, didn't they?
Yep.
It's called Zombie.
It's just called Zombie.
Yeah.
So it's not very good. The Assassin's Creed 3's on there. They're putting Assassin's Creed 3 on the Switch.
There was a really weird selection of games for the Wii U.
It was trying to be a third, not third party. It's trying to be like a AAA, you know.
And they were bringing over games that didn't seem like family games. Like Nintendo is supposed to be all a bunch of family-friendly games. I don't think of really hardcore games when I think Nintendo.
Well, that's what the Switch is now.
With the Wii U, it had all kinds of stuff like that. The Switch is a lot of indie games that are really cool. I think is the forefront of that. But it does have stuff like Doom.
Yeah, it does have stuff like Doom. So it's not the Switch is not a family console by any means.
It has a lot of family content, but it's not. It doesn't go so much with the normal Nintendo formula of having games like exclusively Mario or Zelda.
Yeah, exactly.
Mainline, and then like the indie or third party game support being like Cooking Mama or something.
I remember
that being the extent of it.
Yes, no.
Like the DS was that.
That was and that's what the 3DS is now. Like there's a lot like there could be better games, you know, for the Switch, but I mean,
what I would love from the Switch would be I really like it when Nintendo brings out new IPs. I think that's a very fun thing.
Yeah.
Like Splatoon. That was very creative and it was really cool. But I still want them to finish their that next Kid Icarus game they said that was in the works.
Oh yeah, they probably canned it, honestly.
I want it so bad. I love Kid Icarus Uprising so much. I really want a Switch game.
But it's kind of weird for Switch now because you can't really.
You don't get to do the thing from before where
you
it's aiming around with a touchscreen, which actually felt really good.
Yeah.
It was like using a drawing pad on a computer, and it felt really good.
It'll probably use the dual Joy-Con type thing.
Yeah, it'll probably be like a twin stick kind of feel.
Which they don't like to do.
What else do you want coming up on the Switch?
I don't know. There's some cool games out there. It's on Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, if they don't talk about Animal Crossing soon, I'm gonna flip my shit.
I'm
gonna be pissed.
I don't really like Animal Crossing that much. doesn't phase me if it's not talked about. I saw their release trailer for their upcoming trailer for Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered, and boy, did it not run well.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, it was a laggy mess for most of that trailer.
That Nintendo Direct wasn't a great one.
It was
fine.
Everyone hyped it up too much.
It had some really cool looking things on there, like Astral Chain looks really cool.
Yeah, that
it's made by
cool.
some really good developers.
It is,
and it seems really creative. There's a few other. It was mostly anime games.
It was a lot of anime games.
Yeah.
Granted, I mean anime is fine, but there wasn't there was like, oh yo, Yoshi's Crafted World, anime games. Oh look, a Link to the Link's Awakening, anime games. There's just too many anime games on the market. The thing with anime games is that they're just stock. Like they're pretty rinse and repeat. It's like, hey, here's some like.
They're all just anime hack and slash.
They are, and the animation style is very like not fluid at all. It's just
There's not great animation in that, which is perplexing because you'd think in an anime game one of the big priorities would be to make animation really good.
yeah, but it's not flowy. It's static.
Yeah, it's strange. It's
Like
very stiff.
yeah,
It's
like
not good.
when I played God Eater 2, I think, and that game is just not fun. It's supposed to be like Monster Hunter, but it's not fun. It's very stiff, just like most anime games are, and it's just ugh.
I haven't played all too many anime games in my time. I've played a few. Some people classify Monster Hunter as an anime game,
But it's not an anime. That's the thing.
it's not really. It's just it's kind of anime inspired for the art style.
Well,
of
yeah,
the characters.
it's
But
it's
it's not
Japan.
that
Japan's art style for like games is pretty similar to just just the anime in general.
Yeah,
So
and that's a very common thing.
exactly, it's
People always make a point of Breath of the Wild having an anime-inspired art style.
because it is.
Mm,
It's
it is.
it's they can't just keep going with a very European theme. That's kind of how most of them Legend of Zeldas were.
Yeah,
You know.
I am very excited for every Zelda game that comes out, but this recent one is particularly interesting. Link's Awakening in 3D.
It looks good. It's interesting.
The art style is strange to me, and I feel like it's going to take some getting used
It's a
to.
fan-made game.
Oh, it
I
is.
think is what I've heard.
It's made by a fan?
Maybe I've heard it was a fan-made game. It could not be. I don't know.
I haven't heard anything about that. But...
So it's just like they really like the whole like Yoshi's Crafted World, the re-release of Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Yeah, wish that was on Switch.
No, but that's
3DS though.
There's new worlds too.
There are
New
There's
levels.
new content.
There's new levels. Yeah.
I love Epic Yarn. It's so good, but also extremely easy.
Yeah, that's probably why they added more.
Maybe there's going to be hardcore content. In
there
Kirby
won't be
Epic Yarn.
because Kirby Epic
No.
Yarn is like easy, but I heard
it's probably going to still be same.
Yoshi's
level of
Woolly
difficulty.
World is hard too.
Oh, it is.
So it's not like the woolly content or the yarn content's the easiest.
Yeah, just kind of Kirby stuff is generally really easy. I think it would be fun to see a really hardcore Kirby game if they could do something with that.
Yeah.
And just kind of mix it up a little bit because there's a number of Kirby games where they don't really take too many risks. Like there's classic Kirby and its gameplay is not that distinguishable from Kirby Return to Dreamland, for example.
Exactly.
And they're pretty similar. It's kind of just new levels and not that much new of a field. Some new power-ups sometimes.
Well, yeah.
But they don't really do anything kind of crazy with it, like how they did in Planet Robobot, where they were taking risks and going crazy with it.
Yeah.
And I think it's really good when they go crazy with it.
And then they did Star Allies, which
It's still classic Kirby.
yeah, it's still, but
They don't really take too many risks with that one. That's just
No.
kind of just bringing back the allies idea,
which
but bringing it back with lots of allies at the same time.
yeah, exactly. With most of the core gameplay being ally based, which is fine.
I just wish they'd take more chances with kind of crazy things. I think that'd be cool of them to do.
Please, no more stylus games.
Yeah, don't do that though. I don't want any more Kirby spin-offs.
They took a little too much liberty with their Kirby stylus games for the DS,
I found all of them very boring.
like Mass Attack.
Mass Attack was very, very boring in my opinion.
It wasn't fun.
It's really, yeah. Kirby's Rainbow Curse.
That was a stylus game too.
Yeah.
Doesn't no. If you can't
I
control,
love the art for it though.
yeah,
I
the
love
art's
style.
great, but the problem is if you can't control Kirby directly, then
it feels weird.
it doesn't feel right.
It's not very fun. It's kind of it's very slow. The thing with Kirby that makes it really easy is that he's a very slow character, and so the levels around him kind of get structured so they're very easy to navigate while being very slow.
Yeah,
But with the stylus games, he gets even slower. So
because you have to
at that
draw
point,
his path.
it's just boring.
You have to draw his path and attack the enemies, and then draw his path and attack the enemies and draw his path.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing original about it. It's just drawing his path.
Yeah, it's fine. but it's dull.
Yeah, no, this Nintendo Direct was not very good. Wish there was like more other games. I guess they're trying to save their like game lineup for E3.
Yeah,
Which
that's my guess.
It makes sense.
I think they're saving Animal Crossing for E3.
And Pokemon for E3. They released the Fire Emblem game though. They're like, hey, look at this new Fire Emblem that we're working on.
We've known about that one for a while, and
did we
had some
really?
footage, yeah.
Oh.
But this was the first time where they just plowed a whole bunch of information right out at once.
I think that's why. I think it's coming close to release, isn't it?
I don't think they've given a solid release date. Actually, I don't know.
I don't think so either. Oh no, it's coming out in June.
Oh,
because it was going to come out in March, but
oh yeah, they delayed it.
They pushed it back. But the thing with the Fire Emblem
that's why they're
games,
releasing the information.
Yeah,
to appease Fire Emblem fans, all 4 of them.
It's such a loud minority that Fire Emblem games are.
Well, they've been getting bigger ever since Smash.
Well, yeah, and they've added a whole bunch of Fire Emblem characters to Smash.
Yeah, that really helped advertise Fire Emblem, and it got them to have a lot bigger of a fan base.
Exactly.
And as of late, they've had kind of weird stuff, like the gay conversion therapy thing in one of them.
Well, they did?
Do you not know about the gay conversion therapy
I don't.
thing? Okay. So there was an issue with translation, but I'll get back to that. So there's a character that there's a female character who's gay, and
that's hot. Why would they want to do gay conversion therapy for that?
Anyway, the idea in Fire Emblem is that you can marry whoever you want, really. To a certain extent, sometimes sexuality stops that. But with this character, you get to drug her, and then it makes it so that she sees men as women and women as men, so it turns her straight.
Oh Lord.
So that's gay conversion therapy. But the thing is, that's not how it's originally intended. What it's supposed to be is that she's not gay in the first place. She just has an obsession with this one other female character because she's a crazy person.
Yeah.
And she's just like fangirls over this person. In the American translation, however, she's in love with that person.
Oh.
Originally, she just freaks out about that person. And so then, but she had an issue talking to men, even though she was attracted to men. And so then you give her a potion to see women as men and men as women, so that way she could talk to men.
Yeah.
It's just a nice thing to do, so that way she's able to talk to men, but no longer can talk to any of her friends.
Yeah, exactly.
But it got, for some reason, it was thought the best way to localize this game is to throw in some gay conversion therapy. Like,
they must have went true Alabama on that one.
Yeah. Americans love getting rid of gay, so you should throw in some of that.
Yeah, throw in some gay conversion.
It's kind of a Japanese culture thing to not have a gay person and have them be converted to a straight person. Yeah. It's more American to have the gay conversion therapy. That's a good localization thing to do.
Must have boosted that right away.
Crap. Don't know why that happened. Sorry, cutting that out. With the power of audio editing. Okay, what else do we got? What's some other stuff in gaming news?
Not much.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot. There's a Nintendo Direct, but let me get us a conversation topic by Googling gaming news.
Gaming news. Well, I mean,
I'll go gaming, and then I'll go to news.
Talk about how big of a dummy Raven is.
Yeah, Raven's a big dummy.
Raven's a big dummy.
He's
Doesn't even show up to recording sessions.
Yeah, what the heck, Raven?
Big dummy.
I'm getting jobs all the time.
Getting money?
Yeah.
Like, what's up with that?
Come on, there's got to be some topic.
Why is there 2 blenders on your computer?
Well, there's Blender 2.79 and Blender 2.8.
They could have been one thing, you know.
It's fine.
Yeah, they could have been one thing. Yeah, but you
I
have
could have
two.
put them both in one
Yeah,
folder,
yeah,
but I
yeah,
didn't. Okay.
Yeah, you have two blenders on your computer.
But one's 2.7, one's 2.8, because they're used for different things.
Sure they are.
It's Blender 2.79 has more access to some good add-ons because Blender 2.8 got rid of compatibility for those. Like I need to retopologize in Blender 2.79.
Nerd.
What the heck, man?
That's right. That's right. I said it.
Okay. Valve retires non-gaming content from video on-demand service. Don't need to read the actual article. What do you think about that? Valve's getting rid of the movies and stuff from Steam.
Oh, really?
That's what I'm guessing from the headline, which I'm not going to read the rest of the article.
I don't care. I don't watch movies on Steam.
Probably a good move for them because they're probably wasting money having that on their service.
Here, I got a better thing we can talk about. Games moving from Steam to the Epic Games Store.
Oh, that is a big thing right now. Yeah, Epic Games Store trying to take some stuff over.
No, because Steam, or Valve specifically, has a policy where they take 30% of the revenue from a game.
Yeah, that's how
rather than well, there's a couple others too. I think Origin might do the same as like 10%.
Mm-hmm.
That Epic does. So really, it's a lot better for developers to put their games on Epic. Like, for example, The Division 2 is going there. Metro Exodus just exited Steam.
Metro Exodus is a big thing.
Yeah.
Their makers of Metro Exodus are being really vocal about them leaving Steam, especially.
Oh, yeah, no, they're not shy to talk about it because it was kind of a ripoff for them, but they did take it off when they put it on Steam before. People bought the game, right? And then they took it off, and it's still on Steam. Did you know?
Oh, you can still...
You can't buy it.
Oh, yeah.
But it's still there. Like, the game, you can get the info for the game. It's still there.
It just says, like, this game is unavailable?
Well, it even pulls up, like, the entire thing, what it's about,
I mean, like, the little banner where you would...
Yeah, where it says this game's not available, which is stupid. If you're going to do that, take the entire thing off. I mean, luckily for those who bought it on Steam before it was taken off, you can still get it.
Yeah.
And you can still get all the access to content to it because, you bought it.
Yeah.
I'm glad they still did that rather than just taking it off and then giving you a refund.
Yeah, that would suck if they did that.
That would suck. And now, like I said, Division 2 on Epic, that was like the first major game to go not on Steam, but to go to what's
Epic
it called?
Games.
To Epic Game Store.
Yeah.
And I'm sure more games are going to follow because no one wants to.
Yeah, and Valve has some really like trap contracts that they have with Steam too. They keep you locked in there.
Yeah, exactly.
On there, it's hard to get out.
So,
I'm surprised Metro Exodus was able to get out of there. It's not nice to work with Steam because they essentially become a producer and they're able to tell you what to do with your game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, granted, like, and plus the Steam like interface is old. Like, it's not quite as updated as these new ones.
I feel like I want to disagree and say like, oh, it's fine, but I probably only get it because I've been using it for like 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years. That's right. It's old. The interface is old. Like, what's it called? Uplay has an updated UI. They update it not quite frequently, but it's still updated.
Like Steam updated their friends list thing and they made it worse. But
yeah, they made it worse.
They made it really bad. Like they just added a bunch of useless information and took away useful information.
Exactly. So even like Steam is getting old.
Yeah.
And what goes with old things comes the new. Like the Epic Game Store, 10% is
it's a lot nicer to do.
Yeah, and plus you have access to making games from the Epic Game Store because the Unreal Engine.
You can do a direct upload through Unreal.
Exactly. So more indie games could come out on the Epic Game Store rather than Steam because no one wants the 30% cut from your game.
Yeah. So if Valve doesn't adapt, Steam could be getting in a bit of a tricky situation and hanging on by popularity's sake alone.
I think so, but the thing is, no one can really top the deals that Steam has, and I'm sure the only reason they can have these deals is because they take 30%.
Yeah.
So you have to balance out the good with the bad. 30% is taken away from these developers. However, that 30% could go towards making it so that Valve doesn't go out of business because they have these like sales.
Yeah.
Like, the Steam Summer Sale goes on for like 3 or 4 weeks.
It can go on for months.
Exactly. So the thing is that they can have this by maybe that, I don't know. But they can make the games go for really cheap.
They can.
Which is ideal for some people.
Yeah.
And the problem with it being on the Epic Game Store as well, like just that as another game publisher and game store as well, is that you have now 4 if you use all 4. Like Origin, Uplay, Steam, and now the Epic Game Store. Like, no one wants to use
Blizzard.
Blizzard
Launcher. Thinks it's a game store.
That's right, because they only sell Blizzard titles and 2 Activision games.
2 Activision games. So they have a nice variety.
No one wants to play. World of Warcraft is
If you want any kind of game, you can go to Blizzard. They got every single genre.
Actually, they don't.
Their idea is they tried to get every genre that was big.
And they're not big. That's the problem with Blizzard, man. They don't like open up. Like, the only reason that they have 2 Activision games, is because they have partnered with Activision.
Yeah.
And they also laid off 800 people because of Activision's like standards.
Yeah. Activision is such a good company to partner with, Blizzard.
Exactly.
Glad you did that.
Plus,
Activision is only known for being a good developer.
For Call of Duty, that's like their only active
and even
title.
then, they're the ones who added loot boxes and crap.
Exactly. So
they're worse than EA, actually. They just don't have a flashy name like EA, and they didn't make Battlefront.
No. If they did, though,
if they made Battlefront, they would do the exact same or worse.
They would probably do worse, honestly.
And people would probably just be mad at LucasArts.
Yeah, because Activision's
They'd be like, "What decisions did you make with this?" Because Activision just isn't as fun of a name.
That's their policy, though. That's just their whole thing. Is they're like the what's it called? Illumination of video games. You want to cut costs to make bigger money.
Yeah.
But
Illumination does everything quick.
And that's why there's a Call of Duty every year.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Because the Call of Duty games have gotten worse in quality. Like, they're not great games. They're rinse and repeat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could say the same for Blizzard. How many times did they release Warcraft?
Jeez.
Yeah, that's right. And guess what?
They're releasing it again.
Yeah, they're releasing it again or remastering.
Yep.
You can only release a game so many times without making a new one.
Well, I mean, unless you're Bethesda, but that's...
So Bethesda's in hot water too. They haven't updated their engine in like over 10 years.
And it shows age with Fallout 76.
Yeah.
You really see how it's hard to develop stuff into that engine.
Exactly. So, like, these games, like, now I'm starting to see, these games are not moving up with the times. Heck, even EA is doing better than this.
Yeah.
Battlefield 5 is like one of the prettiest games on the market.
It does look really good
because they were of the use of the RTX engine and RTX graphics card series.
You gotta keep up with the tech.
But you can see, like, just Steam is old, you know. Blizzard is just sad, and they're releasing Diablo 3 on mobile.
Yes, and. You think you want it on PC, but you really don't.
Well, they do have it on PC.
Wasn't it that they're not bringing it to PC?
Diablo 3?
Was it Diablo 3 was the one where they were like, is there going to be PC release? And they were like, you think you want that, but you don't.
Oh no, it's Diablo Eternal, I think.
That's Diablo Eternal. That's the one. Yeah.
That's the one. Well, it's basically Diablo 3.
Yeah.
But for a smartphone.
Blizzard, you're doing great.
You're
doing great, Blizzard.
No one likes mobile games. And I can blast Blizzard all the time because they just release the same game again.
Yeah.
How many times will Warcraft? 5 times? Okay.
Do you think there will be an Overwatch 2? That'll be exactly the same as Overwatch?
No, they'll probably just re-release it 2 times.
If Overwatch ever dies, they'll probably release a remastered VR version or something like that.
Probably, but the thing with Blizzard is that they don't have any workers left after Activision laid them all off.
Yep.
800 people.
Yeah, that's
800 people got laid off.
Blizzard.
So why did you partner with Activision? I don't know.
Yeah. I feel it's weird to me also that Blizzard has this like they act very much like they're an indie company,
But they're
and
not.
they pretend that they are, and then they have enough money to make BlizzCon a thing where they make their own convention.
Ah, yes. I'm going to see all these 30-year-old males come in and Warcraft gear.
And we have 4 games of which people could fanboy and fangirl over.
Exactly. And plus, oh god, dude, don't get me started on those communities, man.
Ugh.
Like, they're ew.
Blizzard hosts some of the most toxic communities out there.
They do, and their conventions are gross.
Yeah.
Especially when people cosplay. It's gross.
It's gross.
It's not like they made their characters skimpy so that all the girls can wear the outfits. No, they're gross.
Speaking of skimpy outfits, Mortal Kombat 11 turning Jade down, making her look like an actually cool character and not just a sex object, has gotten a bunch of horny people mad.
Yes.
Yep. There's a
all the 12-year-olds are coming out of their like hibernation, be like, I can't beat my meat to this.
like look up Jade. She looks really cool in Mortal Kombat 11.
Let me look this up.
I'll bring it up right here. Jade MK11. I'll cut this out.
But no, like, that's the thing. Oh, I love video games, man.
Even still, she's like an impossibly attractive woman, but she actually has a cool outfit that actually looks really good. But then, like, all these people getting mad for some reason that they're like, oh yeah, so SJWs got into my favorite video game, they're ruining everything.
Yes, that could be an issue, but it's not that. I mean, I'm sure they're tired of the skimpy outfits.
Yeah. Just make the characters look cool. They don't
Exactly. That's the thing. That's with fighting games. Like, they always have the skin. That's why Dead or Alive is a thing.
Yep, that's
for all the horny 12-year-olds to beat their meat to while playing a video game. That's why that's the problem with fighting games. Is that they have too skimpy of outfits. I'm like, granted, I'm always down for a skimpy outfit, but
well, of course.
But the thing is, like, I'm trying to play a game, not masturbate.
I want to play a video game to play the video game. I also feel personally uncomfortable seeing like over sexualized characters
I
in
don't.
games. Like, to imagine what it's like to see these women have incredibly large breasts that are exposed like crazy. Let's flip it around. There are people who are like, well, men are really muscular too. That's the same thing. But it's not. Imagine
the penis size getting bigger.
Yes, exactly. Imagine if in every fighting game, all the male characters were not only incredibly muscular, but they were wearing thongs and had a huge bulge. Like, impossibly huge. Like, embarrassingly huge. Would you feel comfortable playing that character? People go like, oh yeah, women want to play beautiful characters. Would you want to play a quote-unquote beautiful character that has a massive bulge? No. It's uncomfortable and weird. You feel really weird.
That's what Japan's for.
It's not okay. Just let characters look cool. They don't need to be overly sexualized.
And a little sexualized is good for me too. But
Yeah, of course there could be a little bit of hot sex to get me going.
but
I want to see cosplays, and I want them to be hot.
I don't actually. Nah. Ew. I don't get me started on cosplay, man. I mean, I'm sure people are into it, and it's a cool thing to do, but I personally a little grossed out with it. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, but some people don't have the physique.
Well, it's because they're trying to be an impossible character.
And that's the thing. Don't have, like, impossible beauty standards. And I get that people try, you know? Like, that's why models do that. Off-topic gaming comment.
Oh, a little gaming comment, guys. Play the gaming comment little alarm. We've got a gaming comment.
I don't have a gaming comment. But changing topics.
Segue right here.
Yeah, it's a good segue for
All right,
this.
give me the segue.
Instagram models.
Oh.
May I tell you, or just models in general, attractive, beautiful, but they're not models. It's just easy porn for teens to get.
Softcore porn for teenagers.
And Patreon, they support these e-girls, and they're models.
It's some really gross stuff, I think.
Like, I find it to be disgusting. Like, I granted, they're hot. You know, I like me a hot babe.
Oh yeah, some babes.
But like, especially all these like Twitch streamers who are now e-girls, and just e-girls, like e-girl culture is not beneficial for anybody.
It's gross.
It's gross. Like I get the women are beautiful, and I don't want to say that they're not, because they are. But the what they're doing, making kids, right? Kids don't know any better, especially when they're horny teenage guys who spend. Guess what? I was looking at, I think, Bella Delphine, or some of the other Patreons, but guess how much that some people pay a month?
How much?
$1,000. $1,000 for a premium Snapchat, like pictures that come in the mail, a signed copy. Like, why? I don't understand.
Yeah, I think it's just exploiting stupid people.
It is, and that's the game that they play. But even so, it's just like, why? You're using your body to make money. Is that prostitution?
Essentially, that's what it is. It's really stripping on a camera.
But it's just a picture.
Yeah.
Which is gross. I don't want to see that. And it's all over like social media. It's a new trend now, because now that these meme pages, they post softcore porn like all the time.
Yeah. Because
that's how they're going to get more views, and that's how they're going to get more more following and more likes, is that if they get these like softcore porn ads and they work with these models who then lead their fans to the Patreon, and there they pay thousands of dollars out of their parents' pocket just for some nudie pictures.
It's I feel like to a certain extent it's also exploiting people with mental illness, because I'm sure there's so many people on there that have mental illnesses, and they're just like, oh yes, this is going to get me a girlfriend, this is how it works. But it's just exploiting people. There's nobody who's rational is going to be paying money to these e-girls monthly.
No, and the thing is, it is monthly. $1,000 a month. Yeah. That's expensive.
Yeah.
Who has that money? And people pay it. Surprisingly, people pay that kind of money for a nudie picture.
Yeah.
Like, that's just not okay. Hey, cat.
Also, by the way, free porn exists.
Yes.
Notification to all you people spending $1,000 to get a nudie picture.
By the way,
Pornhub.com. It's right there. It's easy. It's easy to spell.
We were having lunch one time, and we did talk about Pornhub.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Remember that? Got wings.
Oh, yeah. We did talk about Pornhub when we were eating wings.
In a small kind of restaurant.
Yeah.
With a family across the room.
Yeah, there was a little kid playing on his iPad.
Yeah, we were talking about Pornhub.
Yeah, we were talking about Pornhub. Pornhub is really cool. You gotta say. They're a good business.
Plus, can I say, you can find those e-girls. People post those videos.
They post them on Pornhub.
Yeah, they post them on Pornhub. That's why you don't have to pay $1,000 a month if you want to get that private Snapchat. All you have to do is go to Pornhub.
See, I know you don't want it in your history, so you go into incognito mode.
Or, that private in Safari.
Yeah, that too.
If you have an
Apple
iPhone.
phone, yeah, do that.
So exactly. Also, we can't. How are we going to get that sponsorship for the mug lady now?
Speaking of which, it's time to have a note from our sponsors.
We don't have sponsors.
Yep, we don't have sponsors. But this is the sponsor slot right here at 44 minutes, 35 seconds. At least that's what it is at the time of recording. I probably cut out a bunch of breaks and ums, so it's probably a bit less than that. But
we want some help. I know we don't have a lot of subscribers.
We would love to help you with your advertisements. We'd be happy to say them. We can broadcast to over 20 people.
Exactly. We see. I'm sure Mug Lady out on Amazon, which we have. Is it still on your favorite tabs?
Yes, I'll bring it up right now.
Yeah,
actually.
because we are going to order some mugs. It's right there. It's right there.
It's right there. It's right there.
We are going to order
Custom
some
mugs by Duluth Design in Arizona. We're gonna be getting some custom coffee mugs.
Please
they're not
don't
for you,
sue
they're
us,
for
though.
us.
But we will buy
We will keep mentioning your existence if you sponsor us. Duluth Design from
until
Arizona,
you sponsor us. We'll say
with the
that.
picture of a blonde lady sitting in a yard holding a dog. That one.
And
It's okay. I'll just tweet this video at her. It'll be.
dude, like just make a snippet and then we'll tweet. Like, does she have a Twitter?
Yeah, it's right
Oh,
there.
pull it up. Pull it up.
All right, I'll pull up the Twitter.
I gotta see this because share a link.
with your followers.
No, I just want.
That's not what I want.
I just want to see this.
I want to see the Duluth Design Twitter.
Here, look it up on Twitter.
All right, let's go to the right here. Maybe there's a Twitter over here. Well, there's a lot of custom stuff.
There is, and that's a good thing. That's what we want.
It's a great thing. We'll keep saying this if you sponsor us. If not, next episode we're gonna trash you. We're gonna talk about just how crappy your mugs are in Arizona and your greeting cards. No products will be left unslain.
We have not purchased any of your mugs yet. I'm gonna look this up. Duluth Design.
Yeah, there's not a Twitter link here. She's gotta have a Twitter. At least a Facebook.
I'm sure a Facebook is more.
I don't have a party size Facebook though.
Yeah, well, who does? Wait, Duluth Design.
Oh, she has cards that say I licked it, so it's mine.
That's actually funny.
Yeah, I called naughty love card, funny love card, letterpress love card. I licked it, so it's mine.
Wait.
Sorry, it was too funny.
You are my favorite snack. I hope your day is as nice as your butt.
She has DILF mugs.
What the heck is a DILF?
What do you think a DILF is?
Oh no.
Mug for a husband.
Your DILF game is strong.
DILF mug for husband. Your DILF game is strong mug. Father's Day mug. What do you think? What do you think a DILF is, Javi?
Dad. Oh, daddy as fuck. They have a daddy mug.
Oh, a daddy AF mug. Dude, I want a daddy AF mug. Let me just move this right over here.
Slay all day,
Slay
every day?
every day. This is probably hurting people's ears.
Goodness gracious, I've been talking like close to like.
Yeah, you're a bit louder than me. I'm gonna have to go through and fix that.
Yeah.
Congrats on your new boobs card. I'm 100% happy for you and your new boobs. That's the thumbnail.
No, it's going to get demonetized.
It's okay, I'll censor the new boobs.
See,
Not like we're monetized anyway.
yeah, no, but
From Duluth Design.
oh my god, dude, why? I think we should get Daddy AF mugs.
We should get daddy.
I heard there's a
mugs.
baller. Wait, scroll down. There's a baller one.
There's a baller one? Well, these are, there's gentleman and scholar, but mostly a baller.
Show me your kitties.
It's $25. Funny coffee mug for men/gentleman and scholar, but mostly a baller mug, boss mug, graduate coffee mug, Father's Day mug, Duluth Design.
There's a little too much advertising there, but Duluth Design. I swear. Wait, I swear. If you don't sponsor us, then I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
We will trash your content. If you do not sponsor us within a week, we will destroy you. There will be nothing left of
legally,
Duluth
we
Design.
can't. We can't say that legally. So,
Yes, we can.
can we?
I don't know.
I don't want to get sued.
Well, I think the only thing that could be is slander, but we're only telling the truth. She has mugs called Gentleman and Scholar, but mostly a baller. Like, that's not a lie.
I do want to get a Daddy AF mug though.
We have not bought any mugs. But
we should.
we do know that they exist.
We were okay. Duluth Design. All right. If you don't. I'm here.
Don't point those out.
No, Duluth Design. We are going to order some custom mugs. Right. We're going to order some custom mugs to promote your business.
Okay, just making sure of something. I was really scared for a minute. Yeah, we will get all kinds of custom mugs Support you, and you can support us.
Well, and we might not be big now. Okay.
But we will be.
We will be.
With the help of Duluth Design.
Yeah, with the help of Duluth Design.
With your help and...
Do you make t-shirts?
I think you should go into t-shirts. Make sure you keep the singular font, though. That's a very big selling point of Duluth Design.
Yeah, no, like your custom logos and designs, right? It's called Duluth Designs for a reason.
Get closer to the mic.
Duluth Designs for a reason.
Yeah.
You should make t-shirts. I'm surprised you haven't made t-shirts already. Like a Daddy AF t-shirt.
A Daddy AF t-shirt would sell like crazy.
You know, no, we're gonna make merch now.
Also, you don't know who you're selling to. I really don't think you do. You made these Daddy AF mugs, but I don't think you know who's going to buy them.
I feel like
you're ignorant.
a little bit.
I feel like she needs to be educated
sounds boy.
As to who's going to be getting these Daddy AF mugs.
You know what? We're gonna show you who we're gonna give them to. We're on our podcast. We're planning on having more guests. In fact, we're gonna order a custom mug for every guest.
That's the plan. Every time we get guests, which would be like about once a month, hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah.
With a podcast every week on Saturdays. Forgot to mention that at the beginning of the episode.
Hopefully,
Thanks for sticking around to 50 minutes in. Well, I'll just upload them on Saturday.
Oh yeah, no, we can do it. Never mind.
I'll cut that bit out.
Yeah, we got made to the 50-minute mark. That's amazing that we did that.
Is big. That is a 50-minute mark celebration, ladies and gentlemen. This is now the 50-minute mark special.
Wow, we went from gaming to e-girls to Duluth Design.
We're not calling you an e-girl Duluth Design, by the way.
No. I was just talking about the topics that went over in this episode.
Yeah, we've gone over a lot.
But Duluth Design.
Only cut out like half of it, so it'll be good.
Yeah, so it's like 30 minutes.
No, I'm only cutting out like ums and stuff. And, trying to fix audio, but yeah.
You see, I really want to know if we can get Duluth Design as a guest.
That would be incredible. You're in Arizona. We're in Utah.
I mean,
it's kind of close.
It's kind of close.
I'm sure you're a very funny person.
I'm sure we can make the drive.
Yes, we'd be driving to your home, Duluth Design.
We'll bring our equipment.
Yeah. We'll bring our equipment. Mixer, our mics. We've got 3 of them. That's one for you.
We'll bring a team, of course. We have a team.
Oh yes, the whole party size office is moving to Arizona just for Duluth Design.
We're not moving. We're getting an interview.
Temporarily, yeah.
We're doing an interview.
We'll bring all our tech
with Duluth. It'll have to be over the summer though.
Yeah, we'll notify you of the date when we get there.
Hopefully we can bust these podcasts out so we can be bigger, so maybe you want more enticed to join our podcast. Or we could do over the phone as well. That works too, but it won't be as good,
Yeah, if you really want quality and for people to buy your things, you should let us come into your home and record things in your house.
Just an interview, just an interview, and we'll give you a mug.
I like how we've actually shifted positions, so it's like we're actually talking to somebody over the table. We were talking to each other, but now we've picked an arbitrary location as to where Duluth Design is, being my computer screen with the Amazon site for Duluth Design.
Do you do Prime? Hey, what's in your cart? What's in your cart? Let's venture there.
I think it's my mom's stuff, actually. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, these are. We got some Shin Top 100 PCS craft paper gift bags, Bon Bière paper rectangular gift bags with free 100 feet natural.
What's wrong with these like long titles?
I think it's because people don't know how to do tags on Amazon. So you just put as many things you can in the title.
I know, but like this is a long title.
But it works. I mean, it's not like the title's on the thing.
No, but
so.
It's long.
It's fine.
It's a long time. I remember like the Duluth Design Daddy AF.
Yeah, the Daddy AF mug. Father's Day gift.
It's a Father's Day gift from
gift.
Duluth Design.
That's all. It's just a Father's Day gift.
Oh my goodness. Also, Blue Rain Boots, if you're listening out there, we want you.
We would love to have you on.
We know you in person. We'll probably talk to you.
Yeah. Probably no reason to do it over you might accidentally coming across the channel
That'd be funny though.
That would be pretty crazy if you were a big follower of Party Size and then you just happened across this podcast.
Which hopefully is released.
It should come out this Saturday. Anyway, this is probably a good spot to stop.
Yeah,
I think
so.
it's been a good podcast so far. We would like to thank you for listening.
Of course, we'll be back next time.
Yeah, next Saturday, we will have another whole podcast out. It might not be quite this long.
No,
I'm not sure.
I mean, obviously,
we're gonna get into a rhythm of it. We're still figuring things out. We might start having more strict topics. We're not sure, but I think this one went pretty well.
Yeah.
And
Duluth Design, please marry us.
Yes.
So.
StarMusic.net.